Now, Matt and Ashley just got back from the 2021 Polaris Snowcheck reveal, where everybody seems to be talking about the new 7S display. Now, some of the highlights and features of this new display is the maps and points of interest already preloaded onto the unit, the backlit left-hand control, the ability to group ride, so people who have the same unit you can connect to or through the Ride Command app, even smart hand warmers, so you can control the left, the right, and even your thumb differently to different temperatures. So here's a little bit more information on what the new 7S display has to offer in its entirety.
We wanted to make sure that the touchscreen wasn't going to work. We had the ability to control it by hands, either left-hand control, which is all new this year, or on the hand controls on the display itself. So you used to have to go and download different regions of the map to put it in the kit. Well, now this one's actually going to come with all of North America, US and Canada, as well as Alaska. Already preloaded, all the maps, all the topography, hill shading, it's all right there. It also comes preloaded with the POI data that's in our app, so you can zoom in and go to, if you're riding around, we'll try to find one here. You can use these knobs here to pan on the screen when your gloves don't work, or that type of thing isn't working right. But as you zoom in to certain levels, you can start to see different data. So the fuel stations just showed up. All that's preloaded. You don't need a cell phone connection, and you can actually click on them and get all the info on that specific place. You can get that for restaurants, hotels, whatever. You got the address, the phone number, website, emails, hour of operation. You click the green button on the info page. It actually gives you a general direction as a crow flies and how far away it is. So you can sort of navigate to based on that. That arrow actually shows up on all of our screens, so if you happen to be on a gauge screen, it's still going to give you a general direction up in the left-hand corner. Another exciting feature we're added with the 7S is group ride. So similar to our ORV product, we've added group ride with cellular and non-cellular. So you can, if you have a 7S or your buddy has a Trail Tech Voyager Pro, you can actually go in and create different groups, and everyone can join just based, vehicle to vehicle. If you want to join someone with just the app, you can create a hybrid group and join in with your cell phone. So if you have cell phone service, you basically have a limited range on where your buddies are. So we could have a group here down in Dallas, and some guys are riding up in Minnesota or wherever, and we could see them right now where they're going, how fast, what their path was, all that. So it's pretty cool. There is instructions on how to do all this. It does sound kind of confusing, but you can go in here and we have instructions built in. So how do you set up your phone for a mobile-based group ride? You're just step by step. You can get instructions there. It has Apple and Android, so you can go step by step. Then step 2 would be configuring your Bluetooth settings, and then the third step is entering your ride command and login information. So what that does, once you're tethered, now your display is actually basically showing you exactly what's in your ride command account. The capability to import-export from your ride command account if your phone is tethered, or you can copy to from a USB device if you don't have a smartphone. So we give you an option either way. We'll go to our ride command account. This is using this phone, they're connected. And we'll scroll down to ride 20. And there's your little black arrow there. You just push that arrow, and the green check mark comes over, and it's transferred to your display. So you can actually just leave this at home, you have your planned ride, it's all on your display. So all the map data mimics what you see on your app and what you see on the computer. So the trail color designations, all that stuff is right here, and it's all the same. So you can see the main corridor trails, the logging roads, all the stuff you can ride. So a little bit easier. And then all your rides and waypoints, you can actually go in and change the colors of them. So you can change the colors, you can change the names, make it really easy to see. There's a lot of customization and ability to do whatever you want, just like your cell phone. So current ride, this is basically every time you start a new ride for the day, it gives you all your ride stats. So how long you've been moving, how long you've been stopped, your elevation change, that sort of stuff. And that automatically goes into your list of rides. So that's like your breadcrumbs track on a pit gauge day. And I know there's a lot of concern over, does that fill up? Does it make you save it or start a new one? This one, it's got a bunch of memory built in, so that can be continuously used. You don't have to worry about a screen coming up saying, hey, your track is too large, start a new one or save it. You won't have that issue anymore. So you can just hit that, it drops down. You have the ability to go to all your different screens here that are available. So your map screen, your phone, the controls for your display. So it has auto backlight brightness. It also has auto day-night mode. So I'll just show you night mode really quick. Makes everything dark, less annoying to your eyes while you're riding at night, easier to see. And then in day mode, it's obviously nice and bright. So if you have sun shining down, you can see everything. On the far right, we have our smart heater control. This button on the screen actually mimics the button on the left-hand control, so you can either set your low, medium, high right on the display, or you can set it on the control. When that's not there, you actually get the pop-up in the bottom right-hand screen to show you what level you're on. And then the really cool part, you can go in there like Marty was talking in his other product overview summary, is smart heaters or smart warmers. So you can go in here and actually physically adjust the individual temperatures. So if you have your high, from the factory, where right now it's set at 104, you can go in there, you want it a little warmer, you just go in and press the plus sign and raise it up 10 degrees or 11. And now when you exit out of that, your new high setting is 115. And the really cool thing about it is, say you got a crosswind on your left hand. Well, now usually your hand gets cold, but with smart heaters it's able to actually compensate, add more power to the left hand or the right hand, whatever's getting cold, and it automatically keeps it both at the same temperature. So no more getting cold hands. You're going to be happier to ride longer. You're going to be playing with these a lot less. It's really fun. Your thumb is separate from your hand, so if you like your thumb a little hotter, a little colder, you do have the capability to still do that. This settings is also available in our base message center gauge. It's a little bit more difficult to use, but it's still there. It's similar to how you change your fuel type settings. You just long press the center button and go in there, and you can change individual temperatures. So on the left-hand control, the new left-hand control is fully backlit, so at night you'll be able to see all the buttons. We do have functional indicators on the hand warmers, reverse light, and the high beam. So these will be a little brighter than they are right now. This is some of our early samples, but similar to the heated seat in your car, you get the little icons there to know the level. It's pretty nice. These are 4 buttons that are designated to infotainment only. So you can zoom in, zoom out, you can long press and get to your control panel, and use your arrow keys to kind of jump around if you wanted to do it that way. But it is easier. This button here is our screen cycle button and back button. So say you had, something open, you can exit out by one click, and then your next click, because this is a home screen basically, starts cycling through your different screens. So no more long button presses, that type of thing. Super easy to go and navigate through all the different ones. This is our new configurable gauge screens. So this one's really exciting. You can actually go in, this is one of the layouts, you can go in and actually customize the data you want to see and how you want to see it. So I'll show you how to do that really quick. But on the main screen here, you can actually flip this main dial gauge. And so if you like a digital view or a little bit of an analog view, you can choose. To customize these screens, there's a gear icon in the bottom right of the screen. You press that gear, and now you can see on the bottom here, there's 3 different layouts you can choose from. So this one has 2 round dial gauges, and then a list view on the bottom. And then we have a 4 round dial gauge, and then a list view where you can have up to 5 items. So in these ones here, you can click and drag on the arrow or the lines on the right, and you can click and drag them wherever you want, just like your phone. And then you can actually have, one, you have 1 there, you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you want. I'll show you, this one's my favorite layout. Basically, you go in there, you just see how it's highlighted. So now you can basically choose the data you want. The data set is in this data tab here. So I'll change this one to elevation. I like the fuel gauge being round. Then I want to change this one. I'll just put my trip meter down here. I got deselect one. Trip meter. Get rid of the compass and put engine temp. And then, yeah, looks good. And then you hit done. And now that's one of your screens in your cycles. You have the ability to make up to 4 different screens. There's a screens tab here, so you can add new or delete them. And then to edit them, you just click on them to highlight and change. Go to your data tab, change it to whatever you want. Hit done. That's in your screen cycles now. fun if you have a Bluetooth device connected or an iPad with USB, or you can use a flash drive that has MP3 player, MP3s on it. You can control those from your hand control or the touch screen, and play it into your Bluetooth headset. For this example, we have a Bluetooth speaker here, and you can play it there. You can turn it up, mute it, do whatever you want. So while you're riding, you can answer phone calls, you can play music. You'll see your text messages come up if you choose to do that. It's pretty cool.